Hi everyone, I'm still here in the classroom. I'm going to go ahead and go over lesson 6 with you today. We are working on adding mixed numbers. This starts on page 593. Remember, mixed numbers are a whole number and a fraction. You can decompose mixed numbers to add them. We're going to use the associative property, do you remember what that is? To group the whole numbers and like fractions together. All right, so let's go ahead and look at example 1. It says Madison made a fruit salad. She used 3 1/4 cup of strawberries and 2 1/4 cup of blueberries. How many cups of berries did Madison use altogether? So we're going to go ahead and find 3 1/4 plus 2 1/4. So we need to find what that equals. All right, so the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to decompose each mixed number as a sum of whole numbers and unit fractions. So remember, unit fractions are where we get them down to the numerator being 1. These ones are already like that. So if I decompose the number 3, I'm just going to break it down into 1. So that would be 1 plus 1 plus 1. Now I'm also going to go ahead and decompose the number 2 so that all my whole numbers are together. So that's going to give me 1 plus 1 to equal 2. Now I'm going to use my unit fractions. I have 1/4 and I have 1/4. Okay, so now everything is decomposed and I can go ahead and group them all using my associative property. Associative property, remember, grouping doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and add all of my wholes. So how many ones do I have? I have 5. And then I can add my fractions. Remember our adding fractions? The denominators are the same, so these are like fractions. I just have to add my numerators. So 1 plus 1 gives me 2, and my denominator stays the same. So I have 5 2/4. I can put this into simplest form. My 5 stays the same. Simplest form for 2/4 is 1/2. Okay, they also give you a picture down at the bottom so you can check. They give you fourths. They give you circles cut into fourths, and then you can add all of the pieces of the circle. How many whole pieces do you have? And then how many fractional pieces do you have left? Okay, this is a simple way to do it. You also could have just added 3 plus 2 and then 1/4 plus 1/4. All right, so let's go ahead and look at example 2. All right, so for example 2, they want us to do 1 1/3 plus 2 1/3. The way that they have you do it in the book is write each mixed number as an improper fraction. I think that's a little bit confusing. It's easier to just break these down into their unit fractions or just break them down into adding your whole numbers and then adding your fractions together. So that's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead, 1 is just going to stay 1. If I break 2 down, that's going to give me 1 plus 1. Now I'm going to add my fractions. So I have 1/3 and I have 1/3. So now I can group them using my associative property. And now I can add them. So I have 1 plus 1 plus 1. We know that that's 3. And then I have like fractions here, so I can do 1 plus 1 gives me 2. My denominator stays the same to be 3, so I have 3 2/3. So this is going to be already in simplest form. So that will be my final answer for example 2. You can just write this way on the side of your page, or you can go through and do it in your book as they have it. All right, let's go ahead and look at the guided practice. Okay, so for my guided practice, we have 2 3/6 plus 2 1/6. So I'm going to go ahead and break these down. So I'm going to decompose 2 into 1 plus 1. I'm going to decompose this 2 into 1 plus 1. Now I'm going to decompose this 3/6, so I want it to be unit fractions. So How many times can I add 1 6 to make 3 6? 3 times. Oops. 1 6, 1 6 plus 1 6. And then I can't forget this one, so I'll have one more. Now I can group them using my associative property, and these are already written in your book. You just need to fill in the numbers. And now I can add. So I have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 to give me 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. But I want to put this into simplest form, so I can find the greatest common factor of 4 and 6. When I do that, I will find that it is 2. So 4 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 2. I will get 4 and 2/3. So that is how you do your guided practice. You are going to go ahead and work on the independent practice on page 595 and 596 as you're on your own. On page 596, they go over some word problems. As always, if you need any help, please let me know, and I will do my best to help you.